Hi, I'm Billy Fulford Brown. You may know me as the voice of Sophie in Expedition 33, and you are listening to Hawaii's #1 podcast, the Kasanova podcast.
All right, aloha and welcome everyone to another episode of Hawaii's #1 podcast, the Kasanova podcast. I'm your host, Mekel Kasanova. Today, I'm joined by a very, very special guest, the one, the only Leticia, aka which you guys have named Saturn. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm glad we finally got to do this podcast. And I want to ask you, for those who don't know, can you go ahead and take reins of the show and introduce yourself? Let everyone know. You're famous, by the way.
Super famous. I have like 1 million followers. Hi. Okay, my name is Leticia. People call me Saturn because of my gaming tag. So I guess it's the moniker now. I am new to YouTube sphere. Still a learning process. Still have a lot of videos that I should stop working on the day of, but you know how it is. And I do play a lot of Legend of Zelda. I collect a lot of Legend of Zelda things. And this is like $250 right here. It's a problem. But yeah, I'm addicted to Monster Hunter, but Capcom won't notice me, but that's fine. That's fine.
What?
Yeah.
You're not in the creator program?
No, I need to post a lot for them to consider me. I'm like, look, that's all I've been streaming for a whole year, but they want like content. So I'll give them.
Okay.
I'll give them that if that's what they want. I'm gonna go back to Monster Hunter grinding.
No. I'll talk to them and we'll get you in. Don't worry about that.
It's okay.
And then you also do art too. So you're an artist.
I forget about that. I think as I do it all the time that it just became like a normal thing and I never mention it. I do draw. I was actually drawing right before this episode. So it's like a daily calming ritual. But do I post it anywhere? No, but I should and I will. I promise. Just give me some time to remember.
No worries. And so one of the things I'm curious about is like what got you inspired to want to get into content creating? I mean, you're very gifted. Your streams are excellent, very chill in a way. Like it's like friends hanging out together type of vibe, which I really like, versus the I'm the influencer, throw money at me type. You know what I mean? But I love the vibe of your streams, and then like your art is phenomenal. And your YouTube channel, I've really been enjoying like your deep dives like on the Gerudo and all the other stuff with Zelda. But like what inspired you?
Okay. So I was not trying to do content creation. It was more I have a spending problem with Legend of Zelda things, and then I noticed other people have that same spending problem. So I started posting the things that I purchased that I'm proud of, not to show off. It's like, hey, community that's out there that probably likes the same thing, come find me. And then I met a lot of people through, actually Instagram was like my only social media account. And then talking a lot of games with people, I decided, why don't I make a Twitch? I'm not going to stream all the time because I don't want to be like, like a big Twitch streamer. It was more, if I played this game, will you guys hang out with me and let's play the same game together? So it became that. So that's what Twitch really is if I want to play games with other people. And then the YouTube part, I have been pushed by so many people to post.
It's the right way. You're probably one of them, huh?
Yeah, he is. I've been pushed by so many people for years to like start a YouTube and post art videos. And then I've been trying since like 2019, and then I kept scrapping the videos and scrapping. And then this year I said, okay, you are not scrapping. And you're going to talk about Legend of Zelda since that's all you draw anyways. It's just Legend of Zelda characters. So it kind of became easy because it's just me rambling and drawing. Okay. And then I put them together into one thing. And then
so far you're enjoying the process and the journey?
I am. I think I overdid it with the once a week thing.
Why?
Well, I have one that's due tomorrow, and I'm not even done with the drawing part because one drawing is not enough. I have to stretch that into 20 minutes. And I managed to get 7 minutes art footage out of 20.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I don't know.
don't feel bad about that because, like, okay, so okay, I've been doing content for 15 years. I'm still someone who will like, okay, yeah, I need to edit this and get this out on the day of, probably minutes before. Like, if there is review embargoes for anything I'm covering, I'm usually editing it the day of, like 1 to 2 hours before. So don't feel bad. It happens to all of us.
That's going to be me tomorrow. I'm going to wake up at 7 in the morning, draw a lot, and then put everything together, and then hopefully have it uploaded by 2 p.m. But that's okay. We can do this.
So the other thing I'm curious about too is you're in Canada, right?
In the cold.
So did you guys get hit? Did you guys get hit with the cold front that hit the continental?
So funny, it's normal here to get snowstorms, maybe not as much as it has been this year. So we've had more snow on it's been a record high when it comes to the snow part. Like I think the last time it snowed this much and it was this cold was probably in like 1930s or something. And I'm like, wow, but it's always cold in winter, so I don't know. To me, it's always been miserable time, so I don't notice the difference. And if it's a record high, it's probably very like minimal.
Mm-hmm.
I know in the States, people are just like losing their minds.
Yeah. I mean, it
And I'm like,
snowed
well,
out here in Hawaii
you should come
too.
visit here. It's just as bad.
I mean, it snowed out here in Hawaii too, which is like super uncommon. At the Big Island, on one of the top of the mountains, and then on Maui, it snowed, and I'm just like,
It
snow in
snowed in
Hawaii?
Hawaii? What?
Yeah. Big
This
Island and
year?
Maui. Yeah, this and last year. Around the same, I want to say from like November up until maybe a week ago, and I'm just like, Hawaii and snow. Does that? How does that? Yeah,
Kind of disrespectful cloud was above the mountain to make the snow. Like, what is?
I mean, like when you go look at if you look at like where it snows on Big Island, it looks like Death Mountain, like legit from like Ocarina of Time, and it's like snowing, and I'm just like, we're okay. So we're so unused to like out here in Hawaii, like unused to cold weather. If it's like 79 degrees, we're freezing. So just imagine us as Gorons on Death Mountain as it's snowing. That's us. That's us. Yeah.
70 and 90 degrees is considered cold?
Well, like 70, like 79 degrees, or I mean, technically, you could even say like 84 degrees and below is considered like cold to us. You'll see us like walking around with
my
hoodies. Yeah.
84. I use the other metric.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
you guys
have
do
to Google that each time.
Celsius. Yeah, you guys use Celsius.
28 degrees Celsius is considered cold for you. That is melting hot for me. That is me uncomfortably sticky.
Yeah, that's just how it is. Like it's so funny because so many of my friends are like, how are you going to survive on the mainland? Because I'm going to Florida in about 2 weeks, and I'm just like, what is the temperature going to be? It's going to be like 60 something. I'm like, all right, I need to bring like a bomber jacket, snow jacket, and be layered because I don't know how I'm going to deal with that type of weather. It is
my
crazy.
We go there to warm up in the winter. The snowbirds here go all the way down there to Miami to like warm up. And for you, it's like, I'm going to bundle up to Miami.
So I made this mistake once. I want to say it's like maybe 8 or 9 years ago. I went to, where did I go? I think I went to Indianapolis because I had to go do some type of training when I was working IT. And I went there with a tank top, surf shorts, and flip flops. So we call them slippers out here in Hawaii, but like everyone else calls them flip flops. I wore that on the plane. When I got off the plane, I'm like, what the fuck? It is fucking cold. And it was only like 70, I think it's like 78 degrees. I was freezing. I'm like, what is this?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you would not survive here. Right now, it is so cold that that I thought my face would fall off. Like, it's that cold. You would not survive here.
No, like
Sorry.
I think the closest I've gotten to like that, to the temperatures up there, was probably when I went to Seattle back in 2011, and I was just like, same thing, surf shorts, top, and I'm like, what is going on? This is freezing, and it didn't even snow. It was like, I think it was like 50s. I was having like frostbite. That's how bad it was.
Is it humid in Hawaii?
Typically, yeah, the temperatures here, um, on average, it's anywhere from like 87 to like 82, like usually 82 to 78 at night. So that's why you'll see us like walking around at night with hoodies and jackets and everything. But yeah, it's typically warm year round. Like it never really exceeds 80-ish or so degrees, unless it's like a weird freak summer. Like there's one summer it was so hot. You step outside, you could feel it, like it felt like it was over 100 degrees. That's how hot it was. It was rare.
Basically like Arizona heat, because the one time I went to Arizona, you know that feeling when you open the oven to check on your food?
Yeah.
And that like block of heat just like slaps you.
Yeah.
That was like me trying to step out of the house that I was renting in Arizona. As soon as I opened the door, like this heat just slapped me in the face. And I had to go back inside, recoup a little bit, and then walk outside. I touched the floor just to see. It was so hot. I burned my hand. I was like, wow, how do people do this?
And it's like dry heat over there, right?
Yeah, I was not sweating though. I could say that the heat was dry enough that I was actually not sweaty. So I did not complain about that. It was just really hot where you get overheated. But I complain when it's humid. That's when you'll hear me. Like I'll be like, this is so hot. I'm so tired. Can we go this? But over there, I was like, I'm gonna go like have a whole excursion they have like this desert botanical garden.
Yeah.
I was there for a few hours just wandering around by myself. It was so fun. Not a single complaint.
What had you in Arizona? Like how long were you there?
1 week. As a poor college student, I really had to take whatever was cheap, and the States was the cheapest trips that I could do at the time.
Okay.
It was fun. I think New York was another one that I did until I got to Manhattan and I realized how much my hotel was. It was fun.
How much was it?
For 3 nights, $900 Canadian. I got it slashed down to 700 because I said, you guys are under construction. Like, what is this? So they slashed it down to 700, and then I was like, wow, my credit card as an unemployed student is going to be fantastic. Can't wait to pay it off with my student loan.
Jeez.
But it was fun. I want to go back to New York again because of Nintendo Store now that they finally have one. They didn't have one back then when I went in 2016. But now...
Yeah, you'd be buying everything up in there.
Everything Zelda and everything Animal Crossing and ship it to myself.
Oh, that's the other thing too is I'm curious, is it true that like whatever the price of like a game or console in the US in Canadian dollars is like exorbitantly more expensive?
Not too much. Whatever the American amount is, if they convert that to Canadian dollar, it's the exact amount. So I think it's like 40% more that we pay. 30%, depending on our dollar. Like for every $1 American, it costs between $1.30 and $1.40 Canadian. So it's like 30 to 40% more that we end up paying.
So how much would the Resident Evil 9, was it right? Requiem. Resident Evil 9 Switch 2 controller and like that game steel case collection, how much would that cost?
Good question. Let me go check how much I put it down.
I was about to say, how much is that on your credit card?
No, I put a down payment with my debit because I have no patience to credit card this. Because I have to find out like, oh, where's my credit card? I never bring them. I always drop them somewhere in the house. So if I look up Resident Evil 9 controller, I only put $5 down on it because it's GameStop. EB Games. So once I get to the store, they'll charge me full price. It's $125.
Oh, okay. So like $25 more than what it would be here. Okay.
About.
Okay.
And then the game on the Switch 2 is usually the same price for all the games on Switch 2, so it's $99.95, so $100. Yeah, Switch 2 games here are $100, and I think it's $80 for you guys, which I envy.
Goodness. You sure you don't want me to mail it over to you?
The mailing part is going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's going to be so expensive.
Okay.
It's very expensive. Because imagine like you're putting things together in a box and then you ship it out all the way to Canada. It has to come by boat to the mainland, and then from there, maybe on a truck, maybe on a flight, to get to another hub, probably Illinois, and then from Illinois they send it here. It's crazy.
So in essence, you'll be getting it like, so if I mailed it, you probably get it like 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
That, okay.
I had someone from Illinois ship out a box, and that box was, I think the shipping was $70 US. I was like, that's crazy. I would never pay that to ship that to anybody.
Goodness.
I was like, thanks for the gift, but damn. This is why I don't do trades by mail. It's too expensive.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I was going to say, I don't know if you saw that GameStop post, but apparently I think from now to February 14th, if you have any controllers that have like stick drift or anything, they're giving like full credit for it. So like if you have any like stick drift or broken controllers, just trade them in and get like, I think they're also adding additional credit on top of it too. So
for like a Pro controller?
Like any PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Xbox 3, not 360, Xbox, what is it, Series, and Switch 1, Switch 2 controllers. Yeah.
I do have some stick drift in one of my Switch 1 controllers, but it's like a third-party controller, so I don't think they'll take it.
You never know. You never know.
They don't have that here too. We have EB Games. They left us. GameStop is so fake. They said screw Canada. Go back to your EB Games. We had EB Games and we were very happy with it. Then they gave us the hope of GameStop, and then they just tossed EB Games back. So I don't even know if we have the benefits that you guys have.
It's so crazy too, because like GameStop has been closing stores constantly, and I'm always wondering like, are they going to shut down eventually? Because I know there's like this whole thing where people want GameStop to go out of business, but I counter that with the fact that if GameStop goes out, or EB Games, or any of these like niche gaming stores, who's going to replace them? Because Best Buy is not trying to maintain physical copies anymore of games, and I don't think Walmart wants to either. So it's like, if that goes, then what do we have left? Just Amazon, and Amazon's hit or miss.
It's a huge miss for me.
Is it really?
Miss. Yeah, there's games that it says buy now and it'll ship out, let's say on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bitch, I ordered from you guys for this exact item that's going to ship out on Tuesday 2 months ago, and you have not even attempted to ship it out. Same item. I literally clicked on the item that said order placed for 2 months. And I had the choice of canceling that and repurchase it, or just canceling it and just say, you know what, eat shit. I'm not doing that anymore. So I just canceled it, and I'm not doing it. It was for like Expedition 33. I was like, listen.
Oh, they did that to you too? That happened to me. Yeah.
I have the game because Mr. Rightway sent me the game. God bless his soul, because there was like no copies in Canada at the time. So we got one copy from the States. I just received the box with the music. I think it's like the little statue that plays music.
Yeah.
So I got that from a third party. Like, I still have to unbox it though. And then I wanted just like the Mirror Edition, because the Lumiere Edition is impossible to get.
Mm-hmm.
And Mirror Edition has been sitting like unshipped for 2.5 months.
I think, mine's has been like 2.5 months. It hasn't got here either.
It's like you have to cancel it and then repurchase it, and then it's going to send out. It's so stupid.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've experienced this too with like Amazon, but like with me, if I order like limited edition figurines or anything, like if I pre-order it, they cancel it the day it's supposed to be shipped. I've had it. What was it? I had a Ninja Gaiden Ryu Hayabusa like limited edition statue that was supposed to ship this past Monday. Or was it yesterday? And yeah, they the day they're like, it's not going to be shipping. We canceled it. You can try and reorder it. It's not available. They did that with I think he's a Lacrimosa Donna statue. I had one I was trying to get because it's a two-piece set, and they're like $300 each. I got one for the main character Adol, but I was trying to get the one for Donna because you can put them next to each other and it completes the whole thing. And the day it's supposed to ship, they canceled it. Like every collector's item, they will charge me, then cancel it. And then I got to wait like 7 to 14 days to get my refund hit my account. I'm just like,
That means they never had it in their warehouse and they still decided to put it as a pre-order. They sound like EB Games over here because I'm still waiting on a figurine that I purchased in 2024. Never received it. You see this guy here, this Link? Yeah. I got him and Ganondorf in 2024. Both of them put a pre-order on them. He came literally at the end of the year. I just got the box maybe in October to pick him up. And then Ganondorf, I'm still waiting for him. And I went to EB Games a couple days ago to pick up Final Fantasy. And then I told them, I purchased this in May of 2024. We are February 2026. Where's my Ganondorf? You guys keep pushing it each time. And then they're like, oh, it says it's the month of March. I was like, okay. And before that, it was January. And then before that, it was December. Like, you guys keep pushing it. Just cancel it if you don't have it. If you're not going to get the inventory, I could get it somewhere else. Yeah. But I keep holding on to the hope that I'm going to have Ganondorf and put him right there. This is his spot right here.
I mean, it's almost as bad as
time to make sure his
like they sound as bad as limited run games because I still have not got my Sonic Cross Shadows collector's edition with the Sega Dreamcast replica with Sonic and Shadow. 2.5 years.
Go cancel that. Apparently, it looks like shit.
Oh, really? Does it really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw some pictures on Twitter, and then Nick from Mr. Rightway's podcast, he showed pictures of what he received, and there's no refund. You cannot return it for a refund. So if you get that,
okay,
at your own risk.
I'm gonna have to go cancel that one then, because it that bad. Like, is it as bad as did you hear about, like, so, was it Metal Gear Solid Delta when it came out last year, that collector's edition?
The snake that looks like shit?
Yes! I ordered that, and then I opened it, and I'm just like, I paid this much for this? Like, what the fuck is going on?
You even got the poorly painted face and everything?
Yeah.
Was it Limited Run Games that released that?
No. I got that one. I pre-ordered that through GameStop, but it just seems like a lot of collector's edition statues are not high quality like they used to be. And I don't know what's going on with that.
No, this is why if I were to get like figures that's not Figma, then I would definitely go for like McFarlane. Mm-hmm. Even if they make it cheap, they make sure the paint job is not cheap. It's like a cheap little, I don't know, like $80 statue, yes. But if you look at the paint job, it looks pretty good. Okay. So I'm not embarrassed of it usually. But other than that, I don't know. That snake was pretty bad. My condolences. You can pay a professional to fix it. They just need to rub it with a little bit of alcohol on the face, erase it like people do with their Barbies, and just like repaint the whole thing, you know?
You know, even David Hayter, who voices Snake, he was just like, what the fuck is this? He's like, he compared it to like one of his Snake figures that he's had for like 20-some years, and he's like, really? Like, yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Konami, come on now.
They can listen. Konami,
Go ahead.
Sorry if you're partner with them or anything.
No.
I'm sorry, you're not affiliated with my comment. They piss me the fuck off. Like, they just accept everything that's garbage these days. And I'm like, what's wrong with you as a company? Who's working in the PR section? Because they're coming up with these stupid things and then they're like, yeah, we approve. They just approved. The film. I spent $5 at the movie theaters on a Tuesday, okay? And I want those $5 back. Plus tax. It was like $6.
Tell us how bad Return to Silent Hill was.
First of all, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with the costume. Whoever did the hair needs to go to jail because they clearly have. It was bad wigs. You have all the good sources. There's so many websites. Go to AliExpress. Go look up a wig there. Okay? They come with like these like I've been wearing wigs from AliExpress and they have like these fantastic hairlines. Not this. This is my actual, but like they have, except for this part. See? Like quality. And then what they end up doing is they got this like cheap ass wig that they put on them. Wrong color on top of that. Like, why was it dark brown? The guy looks nothing. First of all, James, can we all agree that Ben McKenzie should have been James? But instead of like hiring the proper actor for it, they're like, let's just put this random guy.
And I didn't even know until like you brought that up to me. Like when you showed me, I was like, okay,
Missed
I
opportunity.
can definitely see it.
Missed opportunity. First of all, James is not supposed to be that young. He really is not. So like Ben McKenzie would have been perfect for the role, I think. And they got the same like eyelid situation. So you have this guy that makes no sense. The story makes no sense. Why does, spoiler alert, why does Mary die of being poisoned by her father's cult? Her father's cult. And the whole town is a cult. What kind of conspiracy is that?
Okay,
and then
wait,
she gets
did
murdered.
Did they pull that whole like? Because it wasn't Downpour. One of the games, what was the name of the Silent Hill game that came out on the first one that came out on 360 and PS3? What was it? I can't even think of the name of it. They alluded to her being part of the cult, but they added that in the movie.
That was in the movie. The whole movie was just about her being part of a cult, her father's cult, and then the cult kept poisoning her and doing these weird rituals, and then she got poisoned because of that, and then James killed her out of pity. And then they skipped the whole story. And I'm like, wow, this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. You know what should have happened? They should have not given such a huge emphasis to her, right? And stick to the fact that she was sick, terminally ill. He was not nice to her. He had many ways that he wishes she was a different person and she was not. Fetishized her. Yeah. And then I think he might have killed her. I just don't remember that part. If he killed her out of pity or let her die and he just neglected her the whole time and then got in denial of it and then went to, Silent Hill, which is all in his head, etc., etc., and then focus on Silent Hill itself. I want to see like all the things that are locked inside of you come out and chase you. But we didn't get to see that. We didn't get to see his alter ego, freaking Pyramid Head. He appeared for 2 seconds. Barely.
Are you serious?
Yes. And then they focused so hard on like Mary being a giant moth floating.
What?
Yes, she was a giant moth floating on a bed. And Angela, poor Angela. I don't know who did the costume for her. She looked like a Halloween, like it was a Halloween costume. It was crazy. She's supposed to be like somebody in distress who does not know where they are. And you try to help them, and they're obviously traumatized. But they're like, you know what? Let's put some black eyeliner around your eyes and like really black hair and disheveled, ripped outfit and like cracked, dry lips. That's Angela. Anyways, the casting, the whole movie, I demand for cancellation. Take that shit off of theaters. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Okay, this is something I have been wondering. I've been wondering this for years. decades at this point. Why is it so fucking hard to make a good video game live action movie? It should not be hard. Just follow the script of the game, maybe pare it down for like a 2 hour or 2.5 hour movie. But like, or if you really, I mean, okay, I'm heated now that you're telling me these details of this movie because I'm supposed to go see it when I get to Florida. I'm just like, bro,
See it on a
that.
Tuesday. So you pay nothing.
I,
Or
I
go on
get
Plex.
it. Wait, it's on Plex? Is it on Plex? Is it?
I can ask my friend to put on his server.
Okay,
And I'll give you
okay.
his server.
Okay. Okay. So I don't understand why it's so hard to make a good. So, okay. Case in point. I don't like the look of the live action Street Fighter movie that's coming out now. Cause it just looks so fucking corny. And then like okay. So I'm friends with, I don't know if you've seen the Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. It was officially endorsed by Capcom, but they kind of was like, yeah, we don't really want to push it. But it was made by my friends Joey Ansa, Christian Howard, and Mike Moe. And they captured authentically Ryu, Ken, Goken, and Akuma. What? And that was, what is this, 2026? This came out 11 years ago. Can something from 11 years ago look better than the Hollywood shit that's out now? Like, I don't, let fans make this. Like, get a fan direct. You direct the next Silent Hill movie. Go do. Like, you're.
That's what I've been saying. Why can't they just get like you can have anybody else produce, that's fine, but a director, why can't it just be a gamer? Or like somebody
Hey.
who's been working as a director in the gaming industry. They can apply that in the film. And then the producer can work on, making sure the film exists. But they won't do that. And this is why we ended up with that shitty film. And it's not even 2 hours long on top of that.
Wait, what?
It wasn't even 2 hours long. I was like, I'm expecting a horror film with like some psychological twists to it. That's what the games are.
Yeah.
And they make me uneasy. So I wanted the film to be uneasy. And I was just texting my friend the whole time, like, should I walk out? Wait, hold on. I still have to finish my other beer. And I had like 2 beers with me because I knew this was gonna be one of those. He kept telling me, stay strong, stay strong. Okay.
Jeez.
I stayed strong, I finished my beers, and I walked out so sad.
Okay, if you had to. Okay. If you had to pick one of these two shitty movies as the better of the two, Return to Silent Hill or that live action Monster Hunter movie we got.
Wow. You really did not have to go that hard. Oh, God. I will say Return to Silent Hill is slightly worse because I paid for it. The other one, at least, I streamed it, okay? I knew better. I knew better than to purchase a ticket and go. And I think it was like during COVID, too.
Yeah.
But I streamed that shit. It was, that was, wow. That was a really tough question.
I'm just like, it's so weird because I remember like Mila Jovovich back in the 90s was a really good actress. And it's like her movies from, okay, I liked the first Resident Evil movie that she did. It wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. It was kind of campy, a little cheesy, but wasn't that bad. Second one, I don't like what they did with Jill, but it was okay. From what did they do? Apocalypse and all that, like everything after that, I'm just like, this is not even about Resident Evil anymore. This is just about Mila Jovovich. Because her husband's the director, I believe, for those movies, and he was a director for the Monster Hunter movie too.
Capcom needs to settle down. They need to settle down with this guy because like wow, that film was so bad. That was, oh God, like I forgot about it too. I don't know why you brought that up. I straight up forgot about it. You know what? The only film that I will ever appreciate is the one where Jean-Claude Van Damme was Guile.
The OG Street Fighter, yeah.
That's it, because it's so bad that it's good. That's the only one. That's the only like game related film that I'm going to appreciate till my last day. Like I need to find a hard copy of it. I need to find a DVD version of this because it was so good.
What? Okay, so do you think the upcoming live action Zelda? Do you have faith in that being good?
I'll watch it because it's Legend of Zelda. Now I'm questioning a lot of the things that I saw, like the outfits. What timeline is that supposed to be part of? Because like Zelda's dressed like she is from Tears of the Kingdom,
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, and Link just looks like a variant of Link. And then I
He
don't know
looks
what
like
they're doing.
Twilight Princess Link, and I'm like, I was confused by that. I'm like, wait, Zelda looks like he says, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Zelda, but he looks like Twilight Princess Link, and I'm like, what are we doing here?
I don't think they're gonna go after a film. I know I deeply analyzed like the little picture of like them standing together with the horse and Impa.
Mhm.
And it correlates to none of the games. So at this point, I think it's a standalone Legend of Zelda series, and they're probably gonna put it somewhere in one of the 3 timelines. Because
Okay.
Breath of the Wild is like its own thing. It doesn't even like it's. People say it's all 3 timelines into one that collapse. That's not true. It's way too different for that.
Yeah.
So I think they might actually put it in one of the 3 timelines. I'm hoping they put it on the timeline where Link is defeated, because that's like the most chaotic timeline. That timeline's wild.
It is. It's
It's
super
like
wild.
it just gets worse and worse per game. Like these enemies are just out of control until you get to like Zelda 2, and then it's done. There is no more Hyrule after that. Hyrule's completely destroyed. That's it.
Okay, say something nice about Zelda 2.
Zelda 2, well, they had this little town. It's called Ruto Town, and it's named after the one Zora
Yeah.
girl from Ocarina of Time. And that's kind of sweet because all of the Zoras are freaking monsters in that game.
Yeah.
All of them. They all turn like 100% into monsters. So the fact that you still have like one town that's still my English, sorry.
No,
One
no,
town
you're
that-
good. You're good.
One town that still like I guess pays respect to when they still had their humanity.
Mhm.
Or there's fishanity.
Christianity.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like they're not humans, but you know, when they were civilized, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I feel like they could have prior to Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm kind of wondering: is that Age of Calamity? Is that canon or no? That
Age of
Muso game.
Calamity, it's still part of like the timeline. So they kind of showed the fight, I believe, right before Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
No, after Breath of the Wild.
Because
So
I wasn't I wasn't sure, like, because I was like, wait, is it canon? Because it seemed like it was like prequel, but also a little bit after it. But I was like, I'm not sure.
I may be wrong, but I believe it's after.
Mm-hmm.
So it's between like Breath of the Wild and then Tears of the Kingdom. But then Link is asleep in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. what I
Sorry,
was
then
confused about.
it's from before Breath of the Wild. Then there's Breath of the Wild. Then it continues to Tears of the Kingdom. Then it continues to the second Hyrule Warriors.
Okay.
Well, not of the Hyrule Warriors series, but I mean like second in that timeline.
Okay.
So sorry, that one came before Breath of
Okay.
the Wild, and then Tears of the Kingdom. Then there's the other one. If that one's the Age of Calamity, the other one's.
I
was just
should know
playing
it
recently.
because I got the game over there, and I'm like, what's the name
But it's
of
like
it?
right there. I keep forgetting. Age of Imprisonment. There you go.
Yes. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
So
Okay.
that one comes after the Tears of the Kingdom game because technically it happened during Tears of the Kingdom, but then it also happened way before Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Like way before. But it's when Zelda kind of falls in the hole and you're like, okay, well, bye. And then you wonder, like, what is she up to while you're doing this whole adventure? And that's the adventure that she's doing all the way in the past before the fake Hyrule was created. I say fake because it's its own timeline. and Ritos and Zoras should never exist together.
Agreed. I was triggered a bit when I saw that in Breath of the Wild back when that came out. I was like, why? Because Ritos are evolved Zora. Like,
That's
what?
what I don't understand. Like, first of all, they were like, not all of them evolved. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so since it's in the third timeline, where Link does grow up, but then he grows up to not continue down the hero line. He kind of just does his own thing. So in the spirit tracks and all that shit, you have at some point, I remember when you play and then you're like, what are the Ritos that you're seeing out of nowhere in Wind Waker? This makes absolutely no sense. And then you find out that they're the Zoras and you're like, again, that makes no sense. Zora, fish, water, what happened?
Yeah.
And then you kind of figure out slowly that it's not confirmed, but I think the goddess kind of like forced them to evolve by leading them on to the island.
Mm-hmm.
And then Balu gives them a scale, and then the scale turns them into birds over time, over the generations. Story makes no sense there, but that's the weird evolution. But then I feel like not all of them decided to become Ritos. Because nobody wants to explain to me who are these green Zora looking lizards in Spirit Tracks. No, not Spirit Tracks. In Phantom Hourglass. The ones with like the sword and the shield and they just attack you. And I'm like, is this a Zora? Or are you a lizard? Like, I'm gonna think, I think you're Zora. So I think that they're Zoras, and I think that they're Zoras that did not evolve into birds. And then they went in that, the ocean, and the ocean's pretty full of malice.
Yeah.
And they probably just became evil. That's my theory.
How do you feel about, because I really feel like prior to Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, and Tears of the Kingdom, they could have finagled some way a timeline convergence. They could have. But when they went and they made this other timeline, I'm just like, I liked it, but I didn't, because I'm like, I want to place it somewhere on all these other, like, because they said initially, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Initially, I feel like they said with Breath of the Wild, it was far, far in the future originally. And then they went retcon that. It's like, no, it's his own thing. I'm like, why? They don't care about the story.
Nintendo will not confirm if it's like its own like separate timeline. So we're kind of like forced to place it around, and it doesn't make sense. If we can put all the timelines together and put into that, okay. If we do that, it would have made sense until you have the Zonais. Then the Zonais kind of killed that sense. So now the only way for me to make sense again of the Zonais is maybe if you go back to Skyward Sword in the Lanayru Desert.
Mm-hmm.
You have the robots that are there that are working in the mines and just like picking up crystals and whatever. Who created them?
Yeah.
So if the Zonais did exist way back when and then created those, then that makes sense.
Yeah. Because then you could factor in
died out after.
Like, because you could factor in, they could have created that, and they may have come into conflict with Demise, which I feel like, okay, Ganondorf is, okay, yeah, this is spoilers, people. Ganondorf is a reincarnation of Demise, but like, I feel like that's a plot thread that they could have circled back to, is Demise. Like, all right, you killed Ganondorf enough. The malice is actually Demise and not really Ganondorf, but they didn't go that route either. It's like Nintendo's like, oh yeah, we can make this make sense. No.
Nope.
No.
The only reason it made sense to us is because we were that one cutscene when you kill Ganondorf and he says, "I'll keep coming back," or Demise, "I'll keep coming back, and you guys will keep coming back, and I'll fuck you up." And then he comes back each time, almost each time. There's some periods of like long periods where it's skipped. It's a messy thing. Like, somebody from Nintendo needs to sit down and like place things around, because I want to say the Zonais were part of the first game of Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
I want to say that. But then if they were there, then were they there long enough to watch people from the sky fall down? And then who's queen, shoot, forgot her name, with the long blonde hair?
I know. Yeah, I know.
The
I
queen.
can't think of the name. Yeah, the queen.
Where does she come from? Because I only know people from Skyloft, so she's not in Skyloft, but somehow like people are falling down, and then civilizations build, and then I guess the Zonai's probably left, but then they have to have stayed, at least two of them, because of like King Roru or whatever.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? It's so messy. And then there's like no remnants of their existence in the other timelines.
None.
So I have to scratch that out. That theory failed. See, I don't know. Like, what is this? I think it's his own timeline at this point.
I know you're the Gerudo expert. Is it true that Groose is the origin of the Gerudo?
It is not confirmed, but like, look at him.
I know, right?
He has like the huge crystal here. He has like yellow lipstick, like they all do. He's so dramatic, like they all are. He's got the yellow eyes, he's got the red hair. He's so vain. And they know that they're really pretty, so they're kind of like assholes to everybody. And he's like, yeah, I'm the best, I'm the strongest. And they're all born strong.
Yeah.
He has to have been the father of the Gerudos. I think he's the starting point. He's my favorite character.
I mean, every time he was on camera, he was stealing scenes. Like that character was so good. I wish they would like allude to him in something else. They don't at all. And it's annoying.
They need to bring him back, or at least like I know somebody said at some point in one of the YouTube comments, they're like, they should actually bring. No, actually, I think that's on TikTok. They should bring Groose as a reincarnation, like another guy who looks just like Groose, but he's actually the Gerudo King, and he is not Malice. Like he does not have Demise in him. So Demise somehow gets separated and does come out in that timeline, and then him and Link have to like team up and fight. That would be awesome.
It would be.
Nintendo, listen up. I know you don't listen to nobody, but please. That would be so good. Oh my god.
Watch those Nintendo ninjas pop up at your door and we're like, hey, here's your cease and desist. Do not go through with that idea. We're going to make a game. Just like they did with, what was it, AM2R and Metroid 2 remake? Yeah. Yeah.
They can give me all the cease and desist that they want, as long as they bring my, like, this idea to fruition. I'm very okay with it. I don't care. I'm not claiming shit. I'm just putting it out there in the universe so you can make me have a positive life experience of playing the game the way it should be played, because they already like robbed us of one game that I still have not like forgiven them for, which is Twilight Princess #2, the one that they worked so hard on and then they scrapped at the last second. So hard. Like they worked on that for more than a year. They were almost done with that game. And then, oh yeah, no, scrap. What do you mean?
And it deserved crap. It deserved. My chair thinks Twilight Princess needs a sequel. It needed it. Like, I did not get full closure on that one, in my opinion.
No, I need to see more of Midna. I need Link to try and get Midna back.
Yeah.
I need to see like what else happens. Like, don't make me wait another 100 years for the next game. No. I needed to see something, but instead they did Link's crossbow training. Link doesn't care about crossbow training. Okay? Because nothing else happened, Link probably just went back to farming and just died a farmer. That's so sad. He could have been more. He could have had a whole second adventure instead of like turning to farm life, even though it's fun to play farm sims.
What do you think of the people that, okay, because I remember when Twilight Princess came out, there were a lot of people that were hyped for it. And then, like, over the years, it started getting shit on by folks because they're saying, oh, this is just Ocarina of Time in HD. I felt like, okay, yeah, it borrowed a lot of elements from Ocarina of Time, but I felt like it was his own unique thing. And I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Nintendo, please port that to the Switch, too. Like,
they won't do it.
No, they won't.
They won't do it. And you know why? The only reason I can think of is that they're probably going to make a remake of it. Even though they already did the HD version, I think they're probably going to re-clean it. I think. I mean, there's another Zelda game that's due soon, right?
Yeah, they're working on one right now.
What if it's that game? Because it's not
It
that hard
could.
to port it. Like if you wanted to just port it, just do it. It's really not that hard. There's no weird motion control. I played it
No,
on the GameCube controller the first time I played it.
because there's so much of the Wii and Wii U games got ported to Switch like that in full price. Like, come on. If you made Nintendo, come here, listen. Yeah, I know you're not. If you would just port Wind Waker HD, not the
Mm.
GameCube version, because I hate the fucking sailing part that just takes up so much time in the GameCube version. If you would port Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD, sell it combined, you're not going to do this. Sell it combined for 50, but you're not. You would charge 80 to 100. People would buy it. They would
Yep.
completely buy it.
I would spend $100 on it. I don't care. I'll do it. They can't fight
Yeah.
me on that one. It's a plain scam, but that's fine. I'll do it. As long as I get another copy of Legend of Zelda that I probably won't use, but it's fine. Man, they just need to know that they have like true fans.
Yeah.
And right now, they should not, like, the movie's great and all, but they shouldn't be focusing all their energy on the movie. I think they should focus on releasing a proper game because we have a lot of parts of the timeline that's incomplete.
Yeah.
First of all, what happens after Zelda 2? Is Hyrule really like that done? Or is there a chance to save Hyrule for it to continue into its own thing? But they don't want to. They don't want to do anything about that. So it ends at Zelda 2, and that's it.
And also, didn't Zelda 2 kind of create like a bit of it left a lot up in the air because there are technically two Zeldas? Because the Zelda that woke up from sleeping is not the same Zelda that was in Zelda 1. And 1 and 2 are directly connected. So it's like, are we ever going to get an answer to that Nintendo?
Is that really Zelda? Is this Midna? Is this... What's the other Zelda's name again? The inverted one?
Oh, Hilda. Yeah.
Is it Hilda? Who knows at this point? And isn't Malady the witch? I think it's Malady, or...
Yeah.
Isn't she in that timeline too? She's also in the main one because she appears in like...
Yeah.
Hey, she's like timeline hopping, so like just have her.
Yeah.
Maybe be part of like the answer to something. She's always doing the most somewhere, like in a game that she makes no sense why she's there. So there you have a lot of things that they need to close, and I think that they should stop with the Tears of the Kingdom. I think the game should end at that. Like there shouldn't be any more open world Zelda game in that sphere. I think they should just proceed to the next one.
Okay. So I don't know if you felt this way with Tears of the Kingdom. I just felt overwhelmed with how large it was. Like I just got to points where I'm just like, okay, it's just taking too long to get to places. Then I got to clear the sky map, the regular Hyrule map. Then I got to go underground, and I'm just like, I got exhaustion or fatigue from playing that game after a while. Like I didn't get that from Breath of the Wild. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people hate it. Well, that's kind of 50-50. But I enjoyed Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom just felt like, all right, you're doing a bit too much here, in my opinion.
I cheated a little bit. At the time, I was working with elementary school students.
Mhm.
So I told them, like, if they can finish the reading assignment, that they can play on my Switch. And they did. And then I just, yeah, they were exploring the map. Like, they explored. So they're like, oh, you didn't do this yet? You didn't do that yet? My kid, does it look like I have time to play games all day, every day, like you do when you get home? So this kid, he's very sweet. He just sat there and he like said, I got you a bunch of diamonds. I'll show you how to do it. And then he was showing me how he duplicates by like jumping off and then pressing start and whatever. And then I had so many diamonds. I think I still do if I didn't lose that file because it was on my other Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like uncovered the entire southern part of the map where the palm trees are.
Yeah.
That was the only part of the map that I didn't get the chance to go through. He's like, don't worry. That whole map, open.
Okay, so for those who are listening or watching this when this goes up, if you don't understand, Breath of the Wild was a time sink, but we were younger then. We had a little bit more time to delve into that. Tears of the Kingdom is a massive time sink. If you think you're going to cut that on and play for like 15 to 30 minutes, no, you're not. No.
I didn't discover half of the underworld because I hated it first and foremost. I was like, ew, this is so
Me too.
ugly.
I hated it.
I think I did like a few fights down there, and then I said,
Mhm.
yeah, this is not it. You know what? I don't need these extra things. I just need to like find this like Phantom Ganondorf, and then that's it. Then I'm done. And I never went back.
Do you think it should go back to the original formula? I miss classic Zelda.
Linear,
Formula.
yes, please. Let's just go back. Tell me where I need to go, and let me go
Yes.
there, and then let me beat the whole temple/dungeon, and then go to the next part. Give me some open space to do side quests, sure. Like in Ocarina of Time is very linear, but you still have like the opportunity to do all these side quests.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go help out the mailman. You can go
Yeah.
help out like the kid with the masks and
Yeah.
the mask salesman and everything. And you can do all that stuff and get the big Goron sword because it hits hard. Why
Yeah.
not? And these are all
Yeah.
like side quests that you're still able to do like open world and then go back to linear. This is the next temple I'm supposed to go to. I don't like these little, I don't know what to call them.
Trials.
Yes,
Those
I don't
tri-
like them.
Yeah.
I need a dungeon.
Yeah.
I need to sit down somewhere and complain for a while that I don't know how to beat it, and then I beat it. And then I forget how to beat it. This is me in Skyward Sword right now. I beat the game 3 times in the past. 3 times. Once on the original, twice on the Switch. And I don't remember anything. I just remember the bosses. I'm like, I remember this boss. How do I get to him again? It's a ship. That's all I remember. And then I'm lost.
Yeah.
Good times.
Okay. I know we went over our time.
Sorry.
No. I'm just trying to be considerate for your time because I know it's.
I got no life. I'm good.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you, switching gears because I know you're a Resident Evil fan. Resident Evil Requiem. I don't know if you saw the articles that have been coming out or the video saying it runs at 60 frames per second on Switch 2. Like crazy, because everyone was swearing up and down it's going to run at 30 because they're like, oh, the Switch 2 can't handle it. And I'm like, let Capcom cook. If you let Capcom cook, they can cook. I'm excited for this game. Mainly because Leon looks like such a badass in this one. I mean, goodness.
Yeah, they
Is that
modeled him
yours?
quite nice. I'm just thinking if I'm gonna play it on the Switch 2 or if I'm going to play it on PS5. I got to pre-order on both. See,
Okay.
Capcom, they spend a lot of money. I have a pre-order on both. So on the Switch 2, that one's gonna be like the box set. So it's gonna take some time for me to receive by mail, even though the store is 10 minutes away from me. But they insist on mailing it.
Wait,
I know.
You can't just do a store pickup?
They didn't give me that option. And I'm like, I could walk to you guys if I wanted to. But yeah, they're like, no, okay, you pre-order, you pay for shipping, and then there you go. So I guess they're gonna have to send it all the way to a mail office to bring it here. It's crazy. I'm literally 10 minutes away. I can go pick it up myself. I just want my $10 back for shipping. And I also got it on PS5 because I really need to like dust my poor PS5. The poor thing's been neglected for like 2 months now. Gotta
You
put
know,
it
the PlayStation 6 are right around the corner. I mean, it just came out. The next Xbox is dropping next year. PlayStation 6 is coming out.
I'm not
like
gonna be able to get it. I'm not gonna be able to get it. The PS5 took me almost a year to get it because it was like sold out, scalpers everywhere. The only way I got it is by going to literally a new town in the middle of like Bumpkinville. Okay, it was like farmland. It smelled like horse shit all over the place. I was like, wow, ain't nobody shopping here. And then as soon as I walked in that GameStop, they said, yeah, we have both versions of the PS5. They had like one with the disc and like plenty of the digital. I grabbed that shit so fast. Go to small towns.
Hey,
Especially if it smells like horse shit, it's the best.
I know
No one's
you can always find shit. Like you go to these small towns. We're not even joking, people. Like literally, you go to a small town, you can literally find almost anything there because people there are not buying it. So it's like, why are you sending inventory there? But I don't know.
I don't even know why there was a location there. It was literally like a town in the middle of farmland. I guess there's probably gamers there. I don't know. It was empty.
They're playing Farm Simulator.
Those are the best.
That Power Wash, those games are a lot of fun, people. Okay, I know I'm supposed to get to like the Resident Evil question, but I just want to talk about it since we're talking about the PlayStation 5 and now the next generation consoles are coming out, and I'm just like, why? What is the point of that? There's barely any reason right now to like my PS5. I've got two. I've got the Pro. Yes, I paid for it. No, it's not worth it. And then I've got the base PS5, and I've got the Series X. I got two of them. Say what you will. I don't turn them on. I'm playing Switch or Switch 2 and PC. That's literally it. And this has been, in my opinion, one of the worst console generations. Because like, what is the point of anything outside Nintendo right now and PC? Because it's like,
That is a fact. Nintendo has been releasing bangers. Like, I'm still addicted to Pokemon.
right?
I had to actively stop that addiction and go to Legend of Zelda, but then I rediscovered one of my old Pokemon games, Pokemon Legend Arceus, and now I'm back on that one obsessively. It is crazy out there. Now I don't know what Nintendo's doing, but like ever since I bought that Switch 2, which I bought it out of FOMO. Then I had buyer's remorse quickly after. And then all these games started coming out. Like since Donkey Kong, I was like, this is the greatest system. I love it so much. I can't stop using it. And my poor PlayStation sitting on my computer desk, because I game on I don't even use my TV for gaming. This is Netflix TV. Okay. I game here so I can watch YouTube at the same time. This poor system here is just collecting, like literally collecting dust. I need to like clean it and use it again because that was expensive. I will never get rid of it, and PS6 can wait till it's not popular anymore.
They're talking. I think the PlayStation was it Mark's. I think it's Mark Cerny. He said like the 6 or the next. Well, he said next gen PlayStation 6. He said it's not going to be a monumental leap from the 5. It's going to be incremental. I'm like, then what the fuck is the point of releasing it? Why? I mean, there's barely exclusives that are worth playing on the PlayStation 5. It's just third party. Let's not even talk about Xbox. Anyway, back to PlayStation. Why? What? In these consoles dropping next year, you want us to pay $600 or so? No. Why?
Honestly, I don't want to buy a PS6. I don't see the point of it. You know, they still release games to this day that's like PlayStation 4 and 5 versions. So that means they're going to release PlayStation 6 and 5 versions. There's going to be barely a difference between the two consoles anyways. I don't even have a PS5 Pro. I have the regular good old PS5 because I don't care.
Nah, it's not worth it.
See, there you go. So I'm going to keep mine until they like put that message on my screen. The one that says get the PS6. Wait a couple years. It's going to give me that message and that's when I'll be prompted to switch. But until then, I don't care. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it till it stops working.
It's just, I don't know. Like it just feels like these companies aren't outside of Nintendo. None of them are making an effort. I would be happy if Sega's like, hey, we're bringing out a new console. Mm-hmm. I would totally support it. Call it Dreamcast 2. Take my wallet. Look, literally, it's right here. Let me grab it.
Just take it.
Sega, take my wallet, all the cards, drain the credit cards, everything. Sega's the only company that has a catalog of IPs that can go close enough to toe-to-toe with Nintendo. If it's just Sega and Nintendo again, I'm all for it because PlayStation and Xbox really aren't I mean, we got Xbox games on PlayStation games on Xbox, and Nintendo's like, yeah, I got both of your guys' games on the Switch. What is I don't understand it. I keep hearing the whole. Okay, I'm about to piss off Steam Deck bros because I'm really good at that. You know, fuck you, Steam Deck bros, because you think everything is a Steam Deck. Not everybody gives a shit about a Steam Deck, but they keep saying the new Steam machine is going to be a console killer. But y'all are the same ones that said that the Steam Deck was going to be a Switch killer. Last I checked, the Switch One was like, what, the number 2 selling console of all time? And then now the Switch 2 has sold like 17.4 million. It hasn't even been a year, but
They were talking shit.
They talk so much shit. Like, why buy a Nintendo? Just get a Steam Deck. Yeah, and what they don't tell you is all the tinkering and all the other, you know what I mean, fucking tutorials I had to make on the Steam Deck. Like, here's how you get this game to work. Here's how you tweak this. You download this. You do all this. And I just got to a point, I'm like, fuck this. I'm going back to playing on my Switch. I don't care. It feels weird. Like this current era of consoles and gaming is just, I don't know. But I'm old, people. I'm almost 40. Okay. She's only 18. Just, yeah.
Young, hip, and happening.
See? You know, like, it's just weird going through, like, I remember going through seeing games from the NES and Super Nintendo, and, like, to where we are now. And I'm just like, the emphasis from the game industry on open world games is fucking exhausting. Just for me, I'm speaking for me solely, because I feel like when I boot up a game and then I got to boot it up, I got to do installs, I got to do the updates and everything else. And then if it's not always online connected, then it's like, all right, here's an open world game. I look at the map, I close the game, I sleep. I don't want to play a game. Like, I work all day. I literally have, like, maybe, if I'm lucky, an hour, at most 30 minutes a day to really, like, game. And I'm playing retro stuff. Like, I got the analog pocket. I'm playing my old Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance stuff because it's more, I'm like, this shit's more fun to me than everything being open world and poorly done at that. Anyway, sorry, that's my rant.
No, I agree. If I'm going to spend so much time setting up, then at some point I lose interest in playing any games. Like last week, I did not game one time. And the only reason why, like,
Oh, you left me hanging. You're supposed to.
oh, there you go. I did not game one time because, like, after, like, some days I come home late, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll shower and then I'll lay down and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep at any point. Let me just watch like one thing on Netflix and then just fall asleep mid through. Literally, I'll wake up to turn off my TV to continue. Like, it's so sad. It comes with the old age, I will say. So
what you talking about? You're 18. What you talking about?
Sorry, I'm 18 years old. It comes with being
18,
young, hip, and happening, okay? And, like, the fact that I have to do, like, a bunch of setup just to play a game that may or may not work. Because I'm sorry, how am I going to play Metroid on a system outside of Nintendo? That's a lot of shit that I have to go through just to make it work. By the time it works, I don't feel like playing it. I'm going to go sleep. I'm going to go watch an old Netflix episode and then pass out, like, mid-show and then rewatch it the next day. Fun facts.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Exactly what I do. It's either Netflix or YouTube or something on Crunchyroll. Like, it feels weird that gaming now feels like a chore if it's not Nintendo.
That's true. I do look forward to Legend of Zelda, and then I can't play it unless I'm streaming. And I don't feel like streaming sometimes.
You're going through that phase. God, I remember that. That's why I quit streaming. I recently retired. I was streaming full time on TikTok, and I just got tired of being like, "Oh, are you Little John, right? You're Little John, right?" And I'm like, no,
My
motherfucker, I'm not
God.
Little John. But I quit streaming mainly for the fact that it got to a point where when I wanted to play a game, I had that anxiety of, oh shit, I should be streaming it. And it's just, it sucks out the fun because like you can be working all day and you're like, hey, I want to go home and play this game. But then you're like, wait, but I stream it. So my audience is probably expecting me to pick up where I left off. And then this is me with my OCD. Sometimes I make 2 save files and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go a little ahead. And then when I would stream it, people like, wait, you're really good at this. You know what you're doing. Yeah, I totally didn't just play this ahead of time.
You know what? I do. Yeah, I have a lot of like want to play like Skyward Sword right now. I really want to just lay down and play the game. But then I also know that people are actually enjoying like watching me struggle, and it is a struggle. And I enjoy struggling. It's fine because that's all I know what to do is to struggle. I got stuck in a part where it was dead ass the easiest part. All I had to do was just open my map and see that I could have just walked through the sand with the map on. And I didn't do that, and then I gave up and I kept jumping off the ledge and I said, "Okay, everybody, I'm going to go sleep now. Good night. Bye."
Yeah, well, okay, that
And
was
then the
that one.
next day
That
it
was
clicked.
that was one stream though. That was one stream. I saw that stream. That was just one. It's one. You typically your streams are chill and you're really good at Zelda.
No,
My
I'm
opinion.
really bad. It's so bad. I'm like, I'm supposed to do something here. And then I would just look at my map, look around everywhere. People are like, yeah, this temple's ass. I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only one. Just to like have like one random memory come through and then it
Mhm.
kind of becomes muscle memory. Like if you gave me Ocarina of Time, I can go through every temple's like butter. It's so easy. Muscle memory.
Okay, do you hate the water temple? I never really minded it. I prefer it
I
on the
don't hate
DS,
it.
the 3DS version, because you can
I
do that
don't
quick
hate it,
swap.
but you know, sometimes you miss the one spot. Like there was always that one key that I forget
Yeah,
to like go all the way down to pick up that key. And then one
yeah,
time I actually remembered to do it.
yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this temple. This is some baby shit. I don't care. Guess what? There was another key that I couldn't find. And then I got stuck at that temple again. So water temple, I know for a fact I'm always gonna be stuck at that one for the stupidest reason.
Okay,
It is what it is. It's fun though. I don't hate it.
it is. And it's really been weird. I know I was supposed to do the Resident Evil question, but I'm having fun talking about this because, like I said, we're at a coffee shop talking story. When I look back, it's weird when I watch YouTube videos now about these retrospectives on Ocarina of Time, and I see these. No offense, because you're 18 years old, but these 18-year-old like young folks who were not alive when the game came out, talking about, yeah, it's bad design, it's bad this, is bad that. People didn't really like it back then. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was
I didn't
there.
like it back then.
That was the shit back in '98. What are you talking about? But that's a weird thing. Like when I watch YouTube video, I don't know if you do this, but when I watch YouTube videos and it's someone that's really young talking about a game, I'm just like, but you weren't there.
You were not there at Walmart where you had the stand with a Nintendo box inside, okay, with a small TV or whatever, and your mom is like trying on freaking shoes on you, and then you're begging her to go play instead. Mario Sunshine, no, not Sunshine, Mario 64 or
Neck
Ocarina of
cricked
Time.
up like that.
Yeah, my mom was like, "No, you come back here, okay, so I can like check the shoes because we had to like try all the shoes." And they put it like they put that thing next to the shoe section at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would just stand there with the N64 controller that doesn't go too far, so you're kind of like stuck next to the thing and just play. It was so fun. So I don't know. These kids never got to experience like this was like peak childhood. They don't know because they're iPad kids, but like peak childhood was back then. Okay, we would see like advertisement of Pokemon everywhere, and I'm like, Mom,
Yes.
can I have this Pokemon poster? It was like a big wooden poster. She bought me 2. Can I have all these decks? And like back then the decks were like super cheap. It was like $11 for a massive like 40 card wild deck, which the cards now are worth so much, especially the holos. Oh my god.
I wish
Beyblade.
I still had.
Yo, the amount of money my mom spent on me trying to like, I forgot the name of that bit beast. It was the tiger one. It was the one that Ray had.
Yes. I can't even think of the name of it. No.
Drigger. There you go.
Is it Drigger?
Yeah, I think Drigger is the one. Is like it's a stupid name because like it's not even a play on word for tiger. So I don't know.
I don't. For anyone who's trying to cancel us, look, we got black hearts, so we ain't saying what you think we're saying. But hey, we're part black, so we can get what you get.
I swear, Drigger, Driger, and it's yep. There you go.
Yeah. Yes, that's the one.
So,
yeah.
I wanted that one, and then I got a bunch of other Beyblades, and I got like a bunch of like bootleg ones too, and then I just like made this like giant Beyblade. Not giant, but like it was stacked. And I'm like, yeah, this is gonna destroy everybody. First of all, it sucked. It wouldn't even spin properly. But and then I kept trying. I'm like, that's fine. I'm gonna build a brand new Beyblade because that's what they do on the show. They keep building. I miss Beyblade.
Like
kids will never know.
They won't. Like when I think back on it, I'm like, we had it so good back then. You had Saturday morning cartoons before school, cartoons right after you get home from school. We had, goodness, the beginning of anime before everyone's an anime fan now. Like, I remember when you were picked on for liking games, cartoons, anime, action figures. If you played any type of card game, that it's okay. While I'm saying those are the negatives, that's kind of like what we experienced as nerds back then. But we had so much stuff. We went out. We actually left our houses. I remember there was a kid recently that asked me, it's like, what kind of tablet did you guys have back when you were younger?
I had rocks and sticks and rollerblades. And then you would chase another kid with your rollerblades holding a stick, and then you would whack them, and then no one would cry to the parents because nobody was pussies back then.
For real. And it's like, oh, how late were you able to stay home? When the lights came on the street lights, that's when you took your ass home.
Or we were out all.
That too. Yeah. That too. But it's like, God, like we had it so good. Like there are times when I'm just like I don't know if it's like nostalgia. Well, yeah, it is nostalgia, but it's like grief from grieving, like missing aspects of the 90s and the early 2000s. Everything just seems so much cooler. And now it's just like, Then again, 40 is just like staring at me like Debo from fucking Friday right here.
The life of a millennial. I never thought we would hit 40. I mean, I'm 18, but like
you 18. But does it ever feel weird? Like, because this happens to me a lot where people will tell me, you're almost 40, you need to act your age. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to act? Because I don't feel old. I feel like I'm still 21. Physically, maybe not, but still, because, when I hit 30, I woke up one day, everything fucking hurt. They don't tell you about that. When you hit your 30s, everything starts hurting for random reasons. You stress the wrong way, you're out of commission.
That's a fun fact. I'm just confused. Like, how are we supposed to act our age? If I wake up to go to work, right, and I don't like it, sometimes I just wish I had enormous savings so I wouldn't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up to go to work, to do a job that I hate, to come back home, right? I did my due diligence as an adult. I went shopping to buy groceries. I make sure my bills are paid. What else am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to like sit down on my couch with my dog and my blanket and like watch Big Brother or some other show? Like what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? What is acting like an adult when I did all of my tasks? Should I go like scroll on TikTok and talk shit and spend money on TikTok shop with my blanket on and my dog on my lap, and then take a picture of that and be like, yeah, cozy evening. No, let me go lay down, okay? Turn on my video games and play my games horizontally. That's what I want to do. I just want to not be bothered and not act my age for once by playing video games by myself. And second of all, video games came out during our era, so I don't know. Were there games in the 80s? Yes. Was there games in the 90s? Yes. So I'm confused, like, what age?
I'm saying, like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to act like, because it's like, I'm just being me. I like my hobbies. I've gotten to a point, I like my hobbies more than I like dealing with people. Like, it's a struggle. Sometimes my friends will be like, hey, let's go out to the bar, let's go out to the club. And I'm like, that means I gotta get up. I gotta get dressed. I'm over that. That was a decade plus ago. I don't. My club now is DJ Pillow and Blinky and MCTV and the controller, and I'm good. Like, anything past 9:30, that's a struggle for me.
Yeah, I had to cut off a lot of the club goers because I was like,
me too. Yeah.
What are we doing? We're like over 30. What are we doing? 18. Over 30, right? Like, there's there's no business for me to be the grandma at the club with all these little kids around. Like, there's no thank you. Don't need to be here and spend all this money on drinks too. How about a bottle of wine? It's like $30
Yes.
for the good one, because like there's like $9-10 bottles. Get like a $30 bottle vintage, sit at home. I'd rather do that than get like a $30 shot at a club to hang around kids and give myself more tinnitus. Why am I doing this to myself? I like being home. I'm a homebody. I'm already out with work and stuff like that. I just like to, this is my space. This is my altar. This is my temple. This is what I like.
And the other thing with that too is the fact that, like, when I think about it, the last time I went to a club, because my sister dragged me to one, all I see people do is, like, you got guys on one side, girls on the other. They really don't commingle, and they're all doing this on their phone. Why the fuck did you pay to go in the club to just be on your phone, take selfies? Like, what happened to, like, when you, I remember when clubs were jumping. You went to a club, you got dressed up, had your crew with you, people were mingling, you probably got in some situations or some fuckery, probably got laid, probably something happened, but like, it was an adventure. Now they don't do anything. And I'm like, what is the point?
You gotta take selfies to show that you were at the club. Post a Instagram story. I think they use, what's that yellow app called again? With the ghost or a clock? No, it's
Snapchat.
Yeah,
they still use Snapchat, and I'm just like,
no,
didn't I? Like, I haven't used it in a decade. Like, I didn't know people still use that.
This is a boomer app. I'm sorry. Like, did I not use that like back in 2010 and 11? And then I thought Snapchat was so lame and I stopped using it. And then I re-downloaded it back in 2017 to send like funny selfies to my friend, and then deactivated it. And I don't even remember my login. And now kids are on Snapchat. And I'm confused. Why is it back? You don't know Snapchat. When you were in diapers, being neglected, not wiped properly, okay? I was on that app.
I got one better for you. I'm like, you were not even a stain on your daddy's nutsack when I was using Snapchat. You didn't exist.
That is a fact, though. That is a fact. I had kids lecturing me when I was working in elementary school. Love those kids, but they were telling me about Snapchat, and I told them, you shouldn't be using that app. They're like, but it's this app where you can take funny pictures and funny videos. I'm like, I know what Snapchat is. You did not exist when I had Snapchat, okay? I just forgot the name because that's such an archaic app, so I didn't know that it made a comeback. But I'm confused why kids are using it in conjunction with Roblox. This is how kids go mixing, but
Oof.
Yeah, that kid in New York. True. I gotta look that up to see what's happening with him. Kid.
Yeah, like anyone, if you got kids, please don't let them, one, be on Snapchat, two, be on Roblox, because Roblox is like a predator haven right now. It is disgusting.
Absolutely foul.
Yeah. I mean, okay, we could really, well, I can't hear 18. I can reveal my age and be like, I remember MySpace when that was the thing, when we had to code. It taught us how to code so we can have our custom layouts and custom music and our top 5 friends list. Shit was cool. I miss that. I remember prior to that, there was like other kind of wannabe social media platforms before social media was ever even a term. I remember the forum days.
I had Vampire Freaks. That was great.
I remember that. I remember that. Yo, that's a throwback.
That was great. I was like, oh my god, so many people making like shitty music, but I actually like what they're doing. And I was just like exploring the whole app, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make myself a avant-garde account. I hope my account's deleted because I have no access to anything from my past social medias.
It is so wild. Like we have, well, I mean, yeah, we've been around long enough to see so much, like from before the internet was like in everyone's homes or literally in everyone's hand. When if you want to get on the internet, you had to go to the library. That's how it was at one point. And online gaming, we were prior to that being a thing. It is so crazy how interconnected we are modern day, but like we're still, I don't know, it just feels like social media has become a bit of a negative on society because it's like people are so obsessed with, I need to take a picture and say, let you see, look guys, I was eating this, look, I was here, look at this, let me. You're not even in the moment anymore as people, like when I say you, like subject matter, not you, but like people are not in the moment anymore. They're capturing themselves being in the moment, completely missing the moment because everything needs to be recorded. I don't like that. I just don't.
I have a friend like that. We cannot go to a restaurant without her filming with the light, with the flash on the food. And me, on the other hand, it's like, okay, maybe I used to take pictures of my food like in 2012, 13, 14. Now I'm embarrassed and I don't like scenes and I don't like to, I'll take pictures like that they took and I'll post what they took. But my phone is always like, if I'm sitting in a restaurant with a friend, my phone's in my purse. It's not coming out of the purse. Unless I have a stupid question that I don't have an answer to, I'm like, hold on, let me Google that. Or if I pay. But other than that, like I don't see the point of like you're here to sit down to catch up with the person. Why are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Who are you catching up with?
I know it's like it's almost like people are living through their phones now, and it's scary. Like when you look at that, and then this whole thing with AI and how AI, we got these AI videos that is getting to a point where you can't tell if it's real or not, and cloning the voices. And I know the young people think it's cool. I'm terrified of it because that could be the catalyst of something horrible happening. In my opinion,
Yep, a lot of crimes being done by AI, especially that Grok.
yes,
AI. That one is out of control because the other ones, you can ask it any command and it will reject it if it's like wrong because it's programmed to reject those. But the one from Twitter X, it does what it wants. That's what I heard, at least. I've never used it. I have a Twitter account, but it's I stalk artists on that. I just follow their art or save it and I log off. And I come back to just look at like the references that I saved. But I've never like deep dived on Twitter enough to know if it's actually true with the whole Grok thing, but
no, it is. There's almost no restraint on it, which is dangerous. That's very dangerous. Speaking of social media, do you find yourself less and less interested in social media as you're getting older at 18?
As a confirmed 18-year-old, you know what? I was always consumed by social media, always checking my notifications and all that stuff. It's gotten to a point where I thought it was a little bit unhealthy.
Mhm.
So around December, I decided to delete the app. Delete. I don't have Facebook and all
Yeah,
that stuff,
I
but I
remember
deleted
you
Instagram.
made a post about that on Instagram. You were
Yeah.
taking your break. Yeah, yeah.
I told people like my account is still there. I'm not deactivating it. There's no point. If there's messages, I'll come back to it eventually whenever I do come back. But I'm taking a
Mhm.
break. I don't know how long. It ended up being like almost the entire month, if not. Nah. No, it was mid December. So mid December until mid January, I was gone. When I came back, I realized that it felt really nice to not be checking my notifications and not check the app all the time. So I officially turned off notifications. So a lot of people are like, "Hey, I messaged you like 2 days ago." I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I only logged in for 2 seconds to post like a quick story, and then I logged off, and then I didn't
That's what
see
I
like
do. I do
yeah, and then I
that.
feel so bad. So like I'm gonna make it like a thing where in the evening I'll check and I'll stay there for like maybe 15-20 minutes to respond.
Mhm.
But yeah, people having conversations with me, I'm like, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go message me on WhatsApp. That's the only time like I'll respond on time, or iMessage. I'll respond to that. But social media, I took a break, and let me tell you, it feels so good. You don't
Yes.
feel like you gotta compare yourself to anybody. I stopped posting selfies. I don't even take selfies. Reminds me, I should, so I can show my kids that I had curly hair at some point before I damage it again. So like, like the age of like when I go on it and I see people post selfies after selfies after selfies after videos and stuff like that, and I can't do that anymore. But I do enjoy making little reels. I've noticed.
Your
I have
reels are
like
really good.
they're fun. Ever since
Yeah.
I purchased these, I wanted to show you, but I don't know where they are. It's somewhere. I bought these Rode, the little.
The clip-on mics.
Yeah, I was about to.
Yeah.
It was between DJI and Rode, but there was a third party seller that was selling it low enough price that it was the same price as the DJI. So I was like, okay, let me get the Rode Wireless Pro instead.
Mhm.
And I've been having so much fun recording with that. Like my voice sounds normal, kind of. So now I'm having fun with doing reels. I don't know if that counts as social media, but it's fun. It's not for the
If
views for sure. It's just for the fun.
if it's anything, if you're approaching it similar to the way I do, I literally kind of like just make something, post it, and then I just go about my day. Like I don't care about the views. I don't care about the
Yeah.
metrics.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm right there with you with like taking a break from social media, because when you're on it for so long, you don't even realize how much you're comparing yourself to everybody else on there. And it's like, it's so unhealthy. I think I took like a 3 month break because I just started feeling like as a creator, I'm not great. As a person, I'm not where I want to be. And then like when I took that break, that's when I really got into fitness. This is like 3.5 years ago. And so like the way I am now, I post my stories are typically like something inspirational. And people are like, "Oh, you're trying to inspire people." No, it's really for me because I forget that there's a save function. So I post it to my story to go back and look at the reel.
I like this. Let me share it.
Yeah, that's all I do with it. I do that, or I share my fitness stuff, maybe a game or a podcast clip. But like, I'm in the same boat as you with like when it comes to people messaging me. Like, if you text me and like if I get an iMessage, yeah, I'll respond to you. You message me on a social media platform, good luck. It is what it is. Like, it's
Take me a
not
while to get
personal.
back.
Like, and people, have you ever dealt with like folks thinking it's personal? Like, it's not personal.
I've had the I'm gonna unfollow you and then follow you back
Yeah, I've had
type of
that.
thing. I was like, what is that gonna do? I'm not gonna make me. This is like a person from high school. I remember. Because I haven't had people. Some people they'll just like disappear, like unfollow or whatever, and I'm just like, it's
Mhm.
fine. I didn't care enough to react. I just notice when I do like my cleanup on my end. I remember like one person from high school who called me ugly in grade 8. never forget that. And yeah, he's been having conversations by himself for quite some time. And sometimes he'll do the thing where he unfollows me and follows me back, as if that notification, I'll notice it the day of. Like I noticed it like a week later.
Is he trying to hit on you?
I think he stopped now. He stopped after how many years?
Years.
20 yes, years. 2012, and then came back in
Wow.
2014, and then didn't stop till 2023. I wish he sent me one more message so I can be like, remember when he called me ugly in grade 8? Do you not remember that? I'll tell you what day it was. Yeah,
I gotta give him credit. He was persistent.
I don't know why. We live in the same city and I pretend like it doesn't exist. I hate everybody. It's like, don't disrupt my peace, thank you. But yeah, there are some people like that. They'll do the unfollow, follow, hoping that you would notice that. Which, by the way, I love my Instagram. It filters those notifications. You have I think it was called Out of My Name one time. Mind you, this was in the requests. This was a whole conversation in the request. I've never accepted the request. It was crazy. But this was like years ago, maybe on my other Instagram. Other than that, and that Instagram has been deactivated. This is like the one I have now is my only personal one.
Mm-hmm.
All in all, I can say that everybody else has been respectful, even with my lack of responses. My sporadic response, I do try my best to respond to everybody. Might be a one-liner, but
I just assume you're busy because I'm like the time difference thing because it's like 5:56 p.m. here in Hawaii, and I'm assuming it's like close to midnight where you are.
Yeah, almost 12 p.m. So during the day, like, because what I do is that I go to school and I work at the same time. So from the moment I wake up, I'm like scrambling to get ready. Then I work, then I head to school, and then I get home late sometimes. There's days where I don't come home late. I come home on time, but I'm so tired. And I'm thinking of starting to go back to the gym. So that's even more of my time. I don't like it. I need to get a trainer because there's no way I can just do my thing. I'm just gonna be looking ridiculous.
I will train, like I train people. I'm like, what are you trying to accomplish? What do you eat? What's your schedule like? I can get you something together, like a plan, and boom, there we go. Because like, okay, when you deal with like the trainers, have you ever like at your gym or when you were going, like, did they ever try to upcharge you on all these different things? It just felt like, why the fuck is this so expensive?
See, I like to spend money on things, but on things that I like. So with the gym, they've tried. They were never successful with me. I tell them I need 25-minute sessions. You're not going to give me more than that twice a week. That's all I'm asking. You're not going to upsell me. You're not going to give me some other products. You're not going to give me nutrition plans and charge me for that. Okay. I know what I eat. I eat enough protein. I just don't eat enough food.
Okay.
That's my problem. So I just need to start eating because I'll have like days like today. Like today I pigged out on like Korean food, but yesterday I ate nothing.
It's so good.
I know. Like days like today, I know I went like over 2,000 calories, but like yesterday, I'm pretty sure I was less than like 900 calories. I drank most of the day, like a coffee with protein powder. Protein milk though too, but it was just liquids. So I have to work on that to get like a balanced diet. Okay. I'm not going to pay these clowns to tell me to eat properly. My doctor's already giving me problems.
Oh, fuck that. No, like literally, if there's a goal you're trying to reach, like tell me what that is. Like we can talk about this offline. You can tell me what it is, what your schedule is, what you eat, and I can literally like get you a 2 or 3 day a week plan and be like, here you go. It's free. I do this at my gym. I do this with my friends. Like I've got one friend who I've been doing training with for like the last year and a half, literally shredded. And he goes 2 or 3 times a week for like 30 minutes. That's it.
That's it? Really? Shredded from that?
Shredded from that. I mean, he eats like some of the stuff he eats, he'll go over, but I'm like, okay, the main thing you need to do is make sure you get ashwagandha, reishi, maca, and there's another one. But these are like all natural supplements that basically kickstart your metabolism and basically you're just going to start shredding. Like it just melts the fat off. So I did that for him and a couple of my female friends, like they do 2 or 3 times a week and it's literally that because I worked in the gym probably 20 something years ago. And it's like what I learned working there was how these gym trainers are not really trying to help you get to your goal quickly because they're trying to get as much money out of you. So they'll be like, yeah, you can get here in like 9 to 10 months. Why does it need to take that long? It doesn't.
That's why they hate to see me coming. I have an appointment tomorrow and I'm telling him like 2 sessions per week, 25 minutes tops. Y'all can give me a whole week plan. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to be able to make it for the whole week. I'm literally busy and I come home late at night most of the nights.
Mm-hmm.
So I only have like my weekends and like 2 weekdays. So
Okay.
they have to like work with those 4 days that I'm giving them to give me 2 sessions. And I'm doing this for 4 months max.
There are 4 compound workouts you can do within 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. That's all you need to do.
Okay. Because I'm not trying to lose weight. I told them, like, I'm fine with my weight. If I lose, I'm going to look weird. It's more like I need to be able to walk up hills, down hills. Man, Europe almost killed me. Europe almost killed me. I was, like, out of breath, gassed out, like, trying to, especially in the wine region.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't drive. You're drinking wine, and then you have to walk up hills, down hills, all kinds of places just to get to point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend, she's like, no problem. She's walking like a little, you know, those like the birds that run fast, like
The road runners. Yeah.
she's just like a road runner. And then you see me behind, like completely gassed out. I was like, this is not happening, man. So when I came back, I lost almost 30 pounds in the last like 4 months. And now I need muscles because it's like, this is crazy. I need to be able to hike. That is the plan. It's to be able to hike, hikeable. I'm not trying to lose any more weight. I'm perfectly happy. Too skinny. I'm going to look weird. I'm going to look like Sharon Osbourne's daughter, man. That shit's crazy. What happened there? Yo. And you can't say she was mourning. That's why she's been like that since Ozempic. It's crazy.
God, friggin' Ozempic, man. You notice? Okay, this is probably controversial to say, but you notice all the body positivity stuff went away once Ozempic was something, and all these celebrities are on it now. It's like
they're on it for no reason. I don't know why they're on it. If I didn't have cheek fat, you know how sad I would be? Because like it would be like no, it wouldn't even be tight. I think it would go like I would have lines here for sure, like Sharon Osbourne's daughter. I forgot her name. I don't want to like lose face fat. It's the most like valuable fat you can have is on your face.
And it makes you look younger.
That's how you look young.
like
no one's trying to lose that.
I know like there are guys that are the same age as me and they look 50 or 60 and they're like, yeah, how old are you again? I'm 37.
Because they don't wear lotion. They go in the sun. You have to moisturize, sunscreen. Yes. Look, it's winter right now, and I'm wearing sunscreen right now. This is why my forehead's so shiny. I have sunscreen on. I always have sunscreen on all year round. Because I don't care. That sun is going to bounce on the snow and it's going to bounce back to my face. So people need to wear sunscreen. That's very important.
Yeah.
And lotion. And always exfoliate your face. Always wash that shit. Some people just put water. It's like all that dry skin, you know? Why?
I get crapped on like by other guys because they're like, you have a skin routine? I'm like, yes. I get like that little face scrubber with like the things that can exfoliate the skin. I do that. I put lotion on. And they're like, oh man, why are you doing that? Because I'm trying to look as young as I can for as long as I can. Yeah.
With the fresh face. It feels great to have a clean face. Today, I
Yes.
cannot wait to like wash my face because you can feel the sunscreen after a while. It's just like all over. But I don't have makeup on today. Today's just like lipstick and that's it. But
You
and
don't
just a
need
little
it.
bit here. Sometimes I do, but today I'm like I'm wearing sunscreen and I'm late. I was so late. I had to go run to school and then run back. But overall, always wear your sunscreen. Then you won't have a
Yeah.
single wrinkle. I don't have a
Yeah.
wrinkle yet, because I'm 18. That's why.
Yeah, 18 people. I lost my train of thought because I'm enjoying this conversation. But I know this is going. We're about to hit 2 hours, so I know we should. And there will be a part 2 and a 3 and a 4 because you can literally talk about anything. But before we go, damn it, I lost train of thought. What was I about to say? I was going to say something. Can you take over the show while I find that thought? It flew off that way. I need to lasso that son of a bitch back.
Was it a Resident Evil thought?
Oh yeah, it was. Okay. Does from the trailers and everything we've seen so far,
Mhm.
Requiem, does that follow up 8, like Village? Because Village had that time jump with the girl, didn't it? Or did she just grow up really quick?
It's a different girl in. Okay, so with the time jump, I think the daughter. What was the daughter's name again?
Was it? It wasn't
Rose.
Evelyn, was it?
No.
Rose.
Rose. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was just a DLC, which reminds me, I never purchased it nor played it. I'm gonna have to redo Resident Evil 8 for that. But
I tried.
believe that
I got
9
to the doll.
continues.
I got to the dollhouse. I'm just going to tell you this. I like horror games, but when I got to the doll, like when you got the dolls following you around as Rose, that shit was so terrifying. Because when you're walking, they're walking behind you. You turn around, they stop. You turn back around and walk, they get faster and faster, and they kill you once they touch you or really severely damage you. I could not deal with that. It's just like that giant baby.
That's the part that fucks me up, is a giant baby. I had to run under the bed and I'm like, I cannot do this.
No, I couldn't do it. I'm just like, that was in the way that that jump scare when it first shows up, because you're like, what is that? And it's like, hell no. I could speed run that game until that point. I'm just like, no.
You know what I did for comfort? Because when I played the game, I was like wrecked. I had COVID. I was feeling like shit. I wasn't even streaming at the time. What I ended up doing is I found out on YouTube that PewDiePie was streaming the game. And he's such a shit gamer.
Yes.
He's such a shit gamer that he was like way behind me. And I started the game like after, like he was already streaming the game when I just like put the game on my PlayStation. So when I started playing the game, whenever I would get scared, his video would play right there, and then I would just stop what I'm doing and just watch what he's doing. And he's like nowhere near where I'm at, but he's so shit that I would be frustrated with what he's doing. It's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to go there, noob. And then I would feel better, so I would go back to the game and continue playing, because that baby was something else. And the Dimitrescu house.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy getting chased by the daughters because I think I died like twice.
Yeah.
It was not fun. And then the babies was like, that was a whole jump scare on its own. That one stressed me out.
I was high as a kite when I played that part. Never again. I went and replayed the game in VR, and I was high.
Why?
And I forgot about that part. Got there, and I was just like, as soon as I heard that, pause, completely pulled me out of my high. I'm like, no, I'm good. Nope.
Can't. Not with the baby scene. It's kind of like the other game before that, where in 7, I cannot beat this one boss. Like, I did it one time, but I can never beat her again. And that's the mother.
Margaret. Oh.
She's so scary to me that I swear to God, my hands buckle up whenever she comes, and then I never attack her, which is such an easy boss to fight. Like, just attack her. But I get so scared, and then because of that, she survives.
Yeah.
And then I die. And I'm like, wow, we're going to keep dying in the same spot because I'm scared of her. Just like how I'm scared of the baby in 8. In 4, I'm pretty much scared of everything. This is fantastic.
4 remake is terrifying compared to the original 4.
The original 4 was bad because you're like, oh, you're so focused on aiming.
Yeah.
That you don't think about the game itself. You're like, why is my hand going everywhere but where I'm trying to aim for? But with the remake, because you're able to easily aim, now you're like hyper aware of everything around you, and I'm getting stressed out because I was never this serious about the game.
Yes.
Compared to the first time, the first time I was not serious at all. I was just like concentrated on like, why is my thing drifting? Go back. It was fun. But 4 remake is, yeah. I need to redo it. It was so scary. Stressful. But you know what's worse? I know it's not a Resident Evil game. I know. But I need to remember the game. I have it there. There.
Evil Within?
Yes! Thank you. Okay. I can never play that game. I have it the only reason I have it is because my friend gave me her extra copy. And she's like, yeah, you can keep it, play, it's fun. Fuck no. No. Getting chased by that chainsaw, no thanks. I keep running into walls because I'm so scared of that. No thanks. Evil Within is one of those games that I'll never beat. And I've come to learn that.
You didn't play 2, did you?
I think I have the second one.
Okay, so if you didn't like the chainsaw guy chasing you,
is that the first or second one that the chainsaw chases you? Because I only have one copy of Evil Within. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. It's whatever I got for free.
I think it's 1, because in 2 you get this lampshade monster or a spotlight monster that just, the way it moves and the sound it makes, and it chases you around everywhere. I had to quit. I'm like, I got severe anxiety playing it. I'm like, I cannot. I can't. And I hate when these stalker monsters are like faster than you. Like, how am I supposed to outrun it? And then I gotta hide and I gotta hear that creepy ass shit. Like, no, I quit. I tap out. I'm good. No. Yeah. How do you, I guess the final question is, how well do you think Requiem will do?
A lot of people are worried about the characters. I think it'll do well. I mean, you're bringing back a lot of like the OGs. Personally, I think sales-wise, it probably did very good because a lot of the copies that are collectible are sold out. Would people enjoy it completely? I don't know how the Capcom niche is. It's kind of like Monster Hunter. You would think that with all these new players that there'd be a lot more players than what there really is, but there really is not that much. It's like less than 5,000 people that plays at a time. Yeah, so I don't know how that'll do, but I know it's like right now it's a fad. It's a fad. A lot of new players are going to be playing Requiem, which is an odd way to start, but at the same time,
yeah,
it's fine. You can backtrack.
And this is me going off on a tangent, but it's so weird to me that people nowadays spend more time talking about video games than actually playing them. It's weird. Or they'll say, oh, there's no games, there's nothing to play. Did you grow up in the 90s or 2000s when you only got 1 or 2 games a year? If that? There's no games to play?
They're talking about their shooters. That's what they're talking about. Because, like, there ain't no way. If you like multiple genres of games, there's so much coming. I cannot wait for Pokopia to come out, okay? I cannot wait. And then there's the Animal Crossing DLC that just happened. Mm-hmm. I'm currently playing that. I'm still playing Pokemon because you can't just stop playing Pokemon. There's still events going on. Resident Evil is, releasing a game this month. What else is there? There's another one in March. I just cannot remember.
Monster Hunter Stories 3 is coming out. I think it's next month.
I think that's coming out in March as well. And then in March, we also there's another game coming out in March or April, Tomodachi Life.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, the next 3 months are jam-packed for me. I'm good. So I think as long as you like open your horizons in games and you have like many genres that you enjoy playing, it should be a lot of money that you're going to lose, basically.
Yeah, like you should never in this day and age say, "Oh, there's no games. There's nothing to play." Like, what?
Makes no sense to me.
Not. Anything you want to plug before we go? Anything you want to promote? Tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram. I don't know if it appears here or here at this point.
I'll throw it up on the screen when the final edit.
And I think I misspelled. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Here. There you go. So you can find me on Instagram with SATURNXNE. Same thing with YouTube and same thing with Twitch. Twitch, I try to do 3 times a week. Although there are weeks like this week that I'm pooped and probably will not do more than twice.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, I'll try to do once a week a video, and when reels are easy to make. I like that. I prefer reels. But we'll have a full length video as well. And then Instagram, if you want to see my occasional shit posting, especially with this one black cat I'm obsessed with. So cute.
I keep seeing it. It's funny.
He's so funny. I need that breed so bad. I think it's called Oriental. I'm gonna get it. Can't wait. She is so pretty. Oh my god, I love calicos. They're so messy. Their fur pattern is like the messiest fur pattern, and it just attracts me so much because it's so cute. I need one. I need to find a calico. And another black cat. Particularly a black Oriental cat. Or there's another one. I need to show you that one. He has no voice. It's so funny. You know those like cats with a tiny voice? It's so relaxed, and then they were trying their best to meow, but they can't.
Yeah.
He's so cute. Sorry, buddy. Me and cats.
No, I'm the same way. I love cats, and it's one of the things where like I get people, they're like, "You're a guy and you like cats." Of course, cats are fucking awesome. Who doesn't like cats?
They're so cuddly. They're the greatest.
And they're low maintenance as compared to dogs. Like I also have a dog. I got 2 cats and I got a dog. And the dog, gotta walk them. They always got this energy. Then they get bored easily. And depending on the breed, they can talk back to you if you're not doing what they want. They'll chew up stuff because they're bored or they're mad at you. If they are mad at you or they've done something, they'll just do this.
And just like look away.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's wild.
My dog used to chew on my stuff until one of my cats made territory in the room. So now she's scared of the room. I love it. I just love that dynamic. There's a small cat, the smallest cat ever. And this dog is scared of the cat. And now the dog won't come in my room.
That's how my dog is.
It's fantastic. I love this power dynamic. All I know is that because she already destroyed one of my games that were, it was worth $200, and I wanted to resell it because it was an extra copy, and she destroyed it. So now I have to keep it with me as a memory. And now she can never come back in the room because the other one is like, I'm watching you.
Well, Letitia, it's been an honor having you on the show. We definitely need to do this again. Whenever your schedule frees up, I'd love to have you back on the show. People, make sure you go sub to her YouTube channel. Phenomenal content over there. And follow her on Instagram. If you try to message her, she's busy. Just be patient. It's not that important.
It'll take a long time. I'm sorry.
No. But it's all good. Like it is, and I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation we got to have. It didn't feel like an interview, did it?
No, and I just noticed 2 hours.
I know, right? I was like, oh shit, it is getting dark out here. But thank you again for coming on the show, and I look forward to having you back on again. Yeah.
Yay! Thank you.
All for your time for listening to this episode of the Kasanova podcast, and one podcast in Hawaii. If you found this episode to be incredibly enjoyable, informative, or if there's anything you gain from it, or any insight, or anything that's good that you really, really enjoyed, make sure whatever platform you're listening to it on, or if you're watching it, leave a comment if that's available on the platform, like it, share it around with someone you think would enjoy it, and give us some feedback, because your feedback is exactly what we need to keep this show going. And if you're wondering what are some ways that you could support the show, we got various ways. We've got Patreon, we have channel memberships over on YouTube, as well as Subscribestar, Coffee, and so much more. Links for everything will be in the description of the podcast, so make sure you go check that out. And with all that being said, I hope you have an aloha rest of your day.
Let them know that I'm next level. I'm a whole new kind of guy. Yeah. Yes, at the top spot in case you forgot. We the ones that got the block hot, bullet got the shot.